evening and welcome to yet another interesting episode on Sport Time on Benue Television, where we bring to you all the activities in the footballing system. I am your presenter, Frank Onubanyajo, and I will not be doing this alone. But before I introduce my guests, we'll go on a short break and we'll come back. We'll bring you more updates in the world of sport. So stay tuned.
Hi and welcome to Entertainment Timeout on Benue Television.
Hello, welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is Sport Time on Benue Television, watching us live from Makurdi, the Benue State capital. And with me in the studio today, I have Mr. Ben Waza. Ben Waza, you're welcome on the show.
Thank you very much. We're talking about the two qualifiers, the African Cup of Nations, which is the biggest football tournament on African soil, and then already they are in the show of getting themselves securing a ticket for the World Cup. So about 4 matches are done already, and then if you look at that
Six
group,
remaining.
6 remaining. So they want to get it right from the remaining matches of the
Other countries are getting ready. So I think the NFA should have to do something very fast.
and you know that there are some rumors over with the regards of bringing Pesero back. Some are with the opinion that no, he handled those guys, he knows them very well, and then before he left, and then within this short possible time, he can be the only person to also put them together
Yes, I
to
agree with
continue
that.
the remaining matches.
If you ask me,
far
I will.
World Cup
Okay, let me chip in.
is,
What was
concerned.
what was the reason for sacking that man in the first place?
For his departure.
Sacking him in the first place was wrong.
If I was that person, go back to Gonaroy.
No, this man took us to the final of the AFCON after so many years. He lost not because he did not get his tactics right, but because most of his players were lackluster. You understand? They did not deliver. He did his job very well. This was a cut and join team. He managed and took them to the final based on the strength of the team.
Yeah, but when you are in issues like this, I think thinking of bringing him back. If you recall very well, some years back when Jose Mourinho was in charge of Chelsea, and then he was out of Chelsea, and then quickly when they were tense, and then was about
They brought him back.
They brought him back.
He won the league.
Yeah, so and then I think
They brought him back and he
if
won the
possible,
league.
we
for
don't
them.
know whether maybe Pesero will be back, and then we qualify.
Pesero needs to be brought back. If they are not bringing back Pesero, they should go for a world-class coach.
Yeah.
We have people like Jurgen Klopp. He's out there. The USA are trying to get him.
Yeah.
If they cannot get Jurgen Klopp, they should go for Joachim Löw, the former German coach that won the 2014 World Cup.
Yeah.
We shouldn't be going for substandard, unknown coaches anymore.
In a situation like this.
In a situation like this, because the caliber of players in Super Eagles need a very good coach to be able to separate those that are not good from those that are good.
Yeah.
How many years Southgate, the Gareth Southgate, the English coach, I think he's getting to 10 years in that job. If he gets take them to the next World Cup, that will be 2 World Cups and 2 European Champions League finals in a row. The Joachim Löw I'm telling you about took
one coach.
Good. He handled Germany for almost 10 years. Why not leave Pesero there?
Okay, but coming to Nigeria, I know it's different from Nigeria as a country and other countries too.
But we are playing against these countries.
Yeah. Bringing a good coach, that is not really it. Bringing a stubborn coach, that would not bow down to the NFA decisions as in taking charge of players, you know. So we must bring a coach that will stand firm, not a kind
when
of
we talk about coach not bending for
the NFL,
it becomes very funny.
Yeah.
It becomes very funny. What is these jobs have descriptions?
Yes.
We are hiring you.
Yes.
Take us to this tournament.
And the hiring is supposed to be done by the NFL.
By the NFL.
Not the tactics.
You understand?
But you remember that you once on the show you said the number 9 shade or anybody that deserves a shade in the Super Eagles
should merit it.
Deserve it.
Yes.
They should not keep that shade because
automatically for somebody.
And so we are coming down to agree that Finidi just hit some players are not really committed to the Super Eagles. That one is over there. But we'll go to Finidi George is officially the new head coach of.
I don't know before you continue, before what you mentioned. I think I can believe with Finidi George saying some players are not committed. If you look at what happened in the last outing on the biggest African football tournament that ended in Ivory Coast.
Yes.
You look at what after the exit of Cameroon.
Yes.
You know, it was like a war between
the FA coach
and
the coach
president,
yes.
which is Samuel Eto'o.
And
he said, and he challenged all the players.
Yes.
You don't know, you don't have this country at heart. I used to play 2 matches.
Hungry,
because I was
bonus.
hungry.
Yes, without bonus.
It was because you were not born here. That is why you messed up. For you to keep our flag to fly high in African soil, you don't have that Z. There's that not born in you. That is why you mess up. After getting everything for you to prepare to make sure you flag Cameroon flag high in Ivory Coast, you played rubbish. He challenged them.
Yes.
And you know, if you look at what happened in their last qualifiers, they did very well.
Yes.
So what Finidi George says, some of the Nigerian players are not committed.
Yes.
I agree with him because if you look at their performances in Europe, in other countries, it's very super. None of these stars look at what happened. This guy became a hero now in so far as Europa Champions League.
Ademola
Lookman is a hero because a hat trick in.
I think
in fact that record is
he and Ekong are the 2 standout players.
So when you look at their performances at home.
And Wabali.
It's not encouraging.
It's not encouraging. So I agree with Finidi George. And then it's not only Nigeria. Eto'o challenge them, and then they are trying to get it right.
But why is this happening? But the question is, why is this happening mostly in African countries? Because the FA in African countries has a strong hold on the free run of the national
As Frank
teams.
Elias mentioned, that coaches they should not bring coaches that will be remote.
Worshipping them, yes.
But football.
Before Westerhoff succeeded in Nigeria, he had to abandon the NFF and go straight to the presidency.
And then we got it right.
Yes, to always get his funds.
And then we got it right.
All right, Finidi George is officially the new head coach of Rivers United.
Congratulations to him.
Congratulations to him.
2-year deal with the club. I think the Nigerians never lost hope in him after resigning from the Super Eagles head coach. He came back and still is welcome, and he has another club, a 2-year deal. I think he's going to do a better job for Rivers United. Congratulations to Finidi George.
And when you look at the statement, the official statement from that club, they mention a lot of achievements he did in Nigeria Professional League. So they say he's a great coach, and they know what he can add to make it great so far as Nigerian Football League is concerned. So they said they were not resigning him in error. It's because of his tactics and then the ability to take them to the next level so far as Nigerian Professional League is concerned.
Mr.
So
Harris,
congratulations to him.
should I say Benue to the world? Because we sat there one last time and we were like, we have athletes in Benue.
Yes.
A special team. And it's good we should let the whole world know Benue State has sports talents that you have enough.
Abundantly.
Yes, but big congratulations to our brother Victor Doga, that just is a Benue boy, a T boy.
Yes.
Winning the further weight championship hosted in Kano. I think we are rediscovering our talent, and the sport is just one thing that unites the world now. So I think the whole world has known Benue. It states that produces
has a lot of talent so far as sport is concerned.
You talk about Francis Odega. We have a lot of them playing.
Even before the likes of Francisca Odega came up, we've been having stars in the past. We had a lady in that Super Eagles, Mata Tehimba, who played the Super Falcons from I think 1991 thereabout to 1998 or 2000. She stood out very well, and in other aspects of sports, we had
it was only football.
Yeah, we had Nguverian Yohe. She represented Nigeria in basketball in All Africa Games in 2003. Yes. And we even had her younger sister Ngumimi Yohe, who is a referee.
Referee with the FIFA referee.
Good, the FIFA badge referee.
Yes.
We have so many of them. And their late brother Tefa Yohe, he was also a FIFA badge referee.
Yes.
My prayers to him is, may our Heavenly Father protect and preserve you to live long and win more trophies. Yeah. We'll go back to the Super Falcons head coach. Randy Waldrum has unveiled his squad. That's the 18-man squad for the Women Olympic tournament. Talking about the captain Rashida Ajibade Chioma and Nadiozi and forward Oshola. But he has omitted Francis Odega and the Israel-based defender Onome
Ebi.
So what is the problem? I like the way Francis Odega handled the issue. Francisca Odega. He has never come out on the media to say a lot of nonsense that Osime did. But he's saying, if Wardroom feel is not she's not she doesn't have more to contribute to the team, fine and good, she'll walk away. But if it's not like that, she's ready to come and give his own support and play for the Super Falcons. So what is really happening with the NFA and with our football system? We have the same issue in the Super Eagles, and the same thing is coming back to Super Falcons again.
Well, for the case of Francisca Odega, our sister, let me put it that way, I think she brought this upon herself. We follow these ladies, we follow this game through and through. Immediately after the last World Cup Francisca Odega said she was going to take a break and build a family
Yeah.
for 2 years.
Yes, I heard that.
It has not been up to 2 years.
Yeah.
So if people don't hear much from her, that is what she's doing. But she will be back. Football is a game, a progressive game. You leave it 1 week, it leaves you
Yeah.
completely.
Yeah.
That same position, another player will come in and take it. So if she comes back now, or if people are now clamoring for her to be included in the Olympic team, I think it is just for, let's say, they just want to honor her for her service to the nation, not really because of current form. Because if you're talking about current form, the last World Cup, we saw what she played.
Yeah.
She wasn't really the Odega we knew. She was completely below par.
Yeah.
She's our sister. We love what she has done in the Super Falcons. But on this issue, I think the coach got it right. This is a white man. Randy is a white man.
Yeah.
They have criteria. They select players. If you don't merit it, they drop you.
Yeah.
I think Odega has not really lived up to expectation in the past 2 years.
Currently.
I think maybe age is telling on her.
Whatever. She's just 32
Yeah.
or 31.
If you talk about age, I think she's younger than Oshola, but then Oshola.
No.
is still there.
Oshola is younger than
Oshola
her.
is
Oshola younger than her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, but then
I
if
think
you talk
just a
about
year
age,
gap or two.
But when you talk about age, there are some Super Falcon players that I know that they play very well. That at this age, their age were older than this age she's
Yes.
playing. But what you said is exactly what I was thinking. That is behind
The NFF,
her
not
exclusion
yes,
from the squad.
yes.
Okay, so I always advise that people should not go on media
To say
comparing and then comparing this issue with that of Osimhen.
Yes.
So that it will look as if she's feeling bad and then she to take to a different dimension, because
Exactly.
psychologically, if you say that a white man or an experienced coach, you know,
take it that
this
you're
thing has a
giving-
lot of department. They have
Good.
to study her psychology. It will not be good for Nigeria to include her, because she's thinking about a lot now. For her to say, let me take a break for 2 years and build a home, build a family, and then I'll be back. And it's less than 2 years. You compare her to deliver in a tournament, a competition like this. I think she will be there, but then the spirit will not be there.
And moreover, Olympics is an age grade competition. I think for under 23s.
Yeah.
I'm at 23.
Yeah, they would have included, I think 3 or 4 overage players. She would have been one of them.
Yeah.
Not like now going to play against a younger,
The Brazilians,
good.
France.
We just show so
And
many
Japan, Spain.
that is it. These are strong nations. They don't compromise in their selections.
Yeah.
They select the best. So when you're going there, you take the best. Yes, Onomo Ebi, I think she's 41, 42. She doesn't need this tournament, to be very sincere. She doesn't need this tournament, because if you watch her in the Super Falcons, even in the grade she plays, her performance levels have dropped.
Yeah.
They have dropped. She's a 15 minutes player these days.
Yeah.
Okay. And they will travel this on the 18th of July this week with an opening match with the Brazilians. From Brazil, they will play with Spain and Japan. I think that group is really
Group of death.
net. They really need to
Yeah.
get young and energetic.
And Nigeria has never done well at the Olympics in female football.
Yeah.
It's alright, we're still talking sports. This is Benue Television. And we'll be talking about a Remo Star player that's just been signed. Really have reached a full agreement to sign a Remo Star Academy striker. We're talking about Oyedele Shina. I think he's a good one, and a big congratulations to him. I wish would have been our thief person too, but I think he's a Benue man, and I wish him well. I think he's a
Congratulations to him.
Yeah.
Ayodele Shino.
Shina, yeah.
Yeah,
That plays from Remo Stars.
yeah. It's a good one.
It's all right.
That shows that the Nigerian league is recognized worldwide.
And the others one
I was thinking you wish that should be signed at Lobby Star Football Club
Yes,
rather than saying it should be a team. Where Lobby Star is.
There are some other deals that will be going on with Wundo on the ground.
Yeah,
They won't announce all.
It's all right. So I will go on a short break and we'll come back. We'll go straight to transfer. So stay with us after the quick break.
Oh yeah, me. Oh yeah, me, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. As I come enter the place, make you tell me what I have for. Yeah.
This is Yami, Burner TV. A lot of people have been yamming us. Okay, so we could go meet all these
Most
mamas.
of these views that they bring up for family. Like handwork is just the best.
Yami, make it just yami, make I know. Yami, yami. Make it just yummy, make I know. Yummy.
Welcome back. This is Sport Time on Benue Television, where we bring to you all the activities in the world of sports. And our segment now is the transfer window. You know, all the clubs are very busy in the market doing business. So we'll have done deals that we'll be bringing out to you. We will start with the Newcastle that have announced the signing of Lewis Hall from Chelsea. In the round of the deal is around £28 million after spending 2023-2024 season loan to Newcastle. So Newcastle has signed him from Chelsea. He was on loan
With an option to buy.
yeah.
Yes.
So Newcastle has sealed the deal, and the deal is worth £28 million. I think it's a good one. Are they preparing for Champions League at all?
Newcastle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Newcastle have money these days. So I think, and what they are doing is they are trying to go for young talent. Yes. This Lewis Hall is a potential English player. So I think going for him is like you're trying to grab the future, catch them young, because he will grow into a superstar.
Chelsea have done a massive signing, but my issue with them is that really young players. Somebody came up criticizing that they won't, the kind of players, the caliber of players Chelsea are signing won't be able to face the almighty giant Man City.
Last season, did they not face them?
No. People should not
say all
preempt and then predict what they cannot say
defend,
something,
yes.
defend at end, because the guy you said Newcastle have signed from
Lewis Hall.
signed from Chelsea.
Yes.
Any player that is on loan and get a permanent deal, know very well that the performances are okay with the club.
Yes.
That's why he finally signed for Newcastle.
Yes.
Then those that are challenging
That the caliber players Chelsea are signing cannot
because
face
of
Man
age. Look
City.
at what Spain is parodying now in the ongoing
The youngest squad.
Look at what is happening.
Yamal is the youngest player.
So nobody should overlook.
Palmer, his market value has
Palmer,
increased.
yes, Palmer left Man City to Chelsea, and he became the best player.
Yeah,
He became the best player.
he's a young guy.
All right, we'll go straight to Crystal Palace. Have completed the signing of Japan international Diach Kamada on a 2-year deal.
That's another good signing.
That's another
signing
good
too.
signing.
Yes.
And then Chelsea again have completed the signing of 18-year-old Maguire from Barcelona. This one is a young.
Yeah, a good player.
he's
You see,
18.
what Chelsea will do is they will assess him in the preseason and see if he's ready for first team
for-
football.
yes.
If he's not ready, they'll send him quickly on loan to gain first team experience. Then
maybe
they'll
how
bring
the
him
season
back.
he can be
Exactly.
back and then
Yes.
be featured.
You know, Arthur Gray from Leeds United was in loan to Tottenham, and so Tottenham now have Joe Rodan has gone the other way around and is back to Tottenham with the deal worth 40 million. That's Tottenham announced the signing of Gray from Leeds United with Joe Rodan heading the opposite side.
Okay.
And it's
Exchange.
Exchange. The deal is worth around 40 million pounds. And we're still talking about transfer, and this is a good news for Manchester United. The medicals took on this afternoon, where Joshua
Zexi.
signed a 5-year contract to Man United. I think it's a good one for
That's a
Man
good
United.
one, yeah. It's a good one.
The coming in of this new Araki that's in the Man United now, you know, they have a sporting director now. But the issue is, he is an attacking midfielder. Then we have Bruno Fernandes, that's the skipper. I don't know how Erik ten Hag wants to play them. And you know, his coming will not just get into the starting 11.
Well.
And we'll have
Okay, comment.
this person that came from Chelsea. I mean,
I think you shouldn't be worried about the selection.
How the coach will select
how
his
he
team.
will Zigzag will play, and then Fernandes Bruno will play. All we know, personally, I know in football is about performances, what you can give. Okay, no matter how you pick.
Don't you think
Yeah.
somebody can take Fernandez's shirt?
Yeah.
Somebody can take his
You
shirt.
can take it, why he'll be there.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So it's all about, and then that's how Mayu will get it right, because his arrival
With
will
ginger.
challenge and
They'll
persuade
now step up.
Bruno Fernandes to do more,
Yes.
because there will be a fight for that shirt and that position now, and
For sure.
the good result will be for Manchester United. So it's all about their performances.
You don't just give somebody an automatic spot and say you won't buy a player in your position or in certain positions because you already have somebody there.
Yeah.
No, you have a goalkeeper, but you still have two backup.
So,
But-
you know the rare
Yes.
that was loaned to Arsenal.
Good. He
Came
came
and
and
then benched
took
the number
Ramsdale's-
one, and then before you know,
He became the number one.
No, my son is a
In
good
Arsenal.
leader. You know, you're looking at the team where they need to reinforce is the defensive side, and the attacking force is not really.
No,
So the
no.
midfield, I don't think they needed. They don't have really issues there.
No, were
They
they
don't mind.
were they giving results?
were they giving results in the midfield?
Were they giving results?
Were
They
they
were just
giving
winning red cards and
All
fouls and all of that.
Injuries.
And then when they bring Arabari, the next thing you see is
No,
a yellow
sir,
card.
that is
and
it.
then this guy will come, and then the next thing
Casemiro,
Casemiro
red card.
So I think they needed to
They need
work
fresh
on all
blood.
departments.
Yes, they need fresh blood. And what they will do here is what I know Jim Ratcliffe, that's the highest stakeholder now in Man U. What he's trying to do is he's trying to do exactly what Chelsea did.
Yeah.
He will clear up that team before you know it.
Yes.
They will just be signing players, and then some of them will just be left with no option than
to leave.
They're
Good.
doing all possible means to
lay him off.
this
That
time
is
around.
it.
And another interesting signing from Bayern Munich again is Michael Olise. Signed. Bayern Munich is a Bayern Munich player right now.
Yes.
I think it's a good one for him.
It's a good one. Yeah, it's a
Chelsea,
good one.
Chelsea and Man U just came when just play around. He was
They-
hoping to come to Man United.
They didn't play around. In Michael Olise's case, Chelsea withdrew
Yeah.
at the dying minutes because of his high demand
Yeah.
for weekly wages.
Wages. Yeah.
And Chelsea at this point are trying to curtail their spendings to rhyme with the financial fair play.
Yeah.
Because they are at risk now.
Yes.
So they are trying. That is why they sold Lewis Hall. They're now selling to buy,
Yes.
or buying before they sell.
Sell it.
You understand?
Uh-huh.
So to balance the books.
balance, yeah.
Because if they go above what is required,
Sanction will be
they will be
followed.
sanctioned.
They'll be sanctioned.
They are already under investigation.
Yeah.
So
they are trying to be
Olise
very,
was
very
demanding
careful.
too high, so they had to withdraw from the deal.
Yes.
I mean, I think if you need talking about Chelsea, what care with that, but United, them to the new system now is, United have a poor culture of spending when it comes to transfer. They end up buying high and end up selling at the lower reduction. You can just count one of few players that United has really made game with. Talking about Cristiano Ronaldo and
Do you remember the last time Mourinho was at Man U? I think that was like 6 years ago.
Yeah, yeah.
This year Mourinho came out to say he is so surprised at the system at Man U that players whom he blacklisted for sale, that they were not up to standard again for Man U, are still in Man U for these 6 years. He listed his players. And then Van Gaal said anytime he gave a list to the Man U board, he will have like 4 players or 5 players in a particular position. And the last player on the list will be the player they will buy for him. They never went for his number 1 or number 2 option.
Even number 3.
Yes, they will always go for the last or the least. So I think what is happening at Man U is the board, the way they run things there is shady. It's not clear.
Yeah.
I hope things will change as a new managerial system has come to United. Alright, we'll go on a quick break. When we come back, we'll take you straight to Europe 2024 and the Copa America. We'll bring you all the interesting stories that are happening there. So we'll be back after this short break. Don't touch that dial.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, me, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. As I come enter the place, make you tell me what I have for. Yeah.
This is Yami, Burner TV. A lot of people have been yamming us. Okay, so we could go meet all these
Most
mamas.
of these views that they bring up from family. Like handwork is just the best.
Make I know. Yami, make it just yami, make I know. Yami, yami. Make it just yami, make I know. Yami, yami.
Welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is Sport Time on Bernard Television, where we keep you up to date. And before we went on that break, we talked about transfers, and now we're going straight to the Euro 2024 and Copa America. The finals are going to be played on the same day. That's on Sunday, 15th of July, for a different time. First is the Euro 2024. Sorry, that's the road to the finals, and the video will be played where each group started from group stage to round of 16 to semi-finals and now to finals. So we'll be starting that video with the Euro 2024, and the finals is between Spain and England. Mr. Ben, this tournament, why that video is playing, Spain and England, we thought maybe England would drop, wouldn't come this far.
Yeah.
But it's a big surprise that they have scared through to finals. What do you have to say about that?
Yeah.
Right from the group stage.
Yeah. If you look at a comparison between France and England, for me, that clash I said is going to be an interesting one, because Spain are parading young players that are very energetic and they are very brilliant. England, if you look at their squad very well, they have experienced players that are doing well even in their league. Okay, with the likes of the Watkins, even coming from the bench, and Eze, Palmer, all of them were on the bench. So if the coach is very careful, being with them for up to 10 years, if he's careful of selecting, bringing this one to replace this one, that is where maybe Spain will get it very, very wrong. Because if you look at their bench, the England bench is more richer than what Spain is having on bench, despite having young players that are very brilliant. So it's going to be an interesting final, but nobody should underrate England, despite their poor outing from group stage to round of 16, to quarter-final, semi-final, and even to finals.
But if you look at their last match before the finals, the Netherlands, the game was very, very tough, and Harry Kane was there, the goal scoring machine, but the performances was not really the pairing between him and Jude Bellingham. The connections were not really. They were playing a very selfish game. Everybody wants to score. I discovered that they weren't playing like a team. Everybody wanted to score. So I think they will have to be very careful when it comes to Spain. Spain has a young talented squad.
If you mention the likes of or if you talk about the performances of Harry Kane and Jude Bellingham, as you say, I don't know how they feel, but both of them, their heads are very big, they're very high, and then everybody used to prepare strongly against stopping them instantly. Okay, so that's where I say, if there's a backup, that is where other opponents will get it wrong. But those guys in Spain, all of them are too hungry. They don't know whether they are playing to be like Harry Kane. They are playing to be like Jude Bellingham. You understand? So they are too hungry. So the coach got it right in the last outing against Netherlands by bringing in the Watkins and other people who were even eager to show their skills in this Euro Nation, and he got it right. He got it right. So that's where I'm saying Spain should be very careful.
Well,
especially about the replacement. When you think that England is about to die, and then the likes of Watkins will be introduced, and the Eze and the rest of them.
Yes,
it will be very difficult.
You are very correct, but this Spanish team. Take a breath, sit back, and look at this team. For this team to have been able to beat Italy, Germany, look at the opposition they have faced.
Yeah.
To come this far, you don't underrate them. That will be completely at your own peril. England have not really clicked. They have not gelled. They have not played as a team. They depend on individual brilliance. Yes. In attack, in Spain, they have Morata, and he's delivering very well. If he's injured, they have Ferran Torres, who is very good to replace him.
Yeah.
They don't have a problem. All the whole team, just as you said, are playing. The Spanish team is playing as a team. From the goalkeeping to attack, they know exactly what to do with the ball. While in England, sometimes they don't click until the coach slowly reads the game and then brings in his substitutions before they click. Spain will not give you that chance.
Yeah,
you can't always do that. Spain will not give you that chance because what this English team is doing is akin to what Nigeria did at the last AFCON.
Yeah.
We just passed our way to the final, and then what happened? The chips were down, and Ivory Coast hit us.
That's what I'm looking at. This Spain in England.
You understand? They studied us. They used the flanks, especially where our Ola Aina was. They got the two goals from his wing.
Yeah.
They studied his laxity, his complacence. He was always contemplating whether to do. He was not always very confident of himself. They used his flank to finish us. All the goals came from that side, the two goals. So what am I saying? Spain, to me, will make a mincemeat of England on that day. I think 3-0 to 4-0 will not be a bad result for them.
This is the final, sir.
I know this is the final. The English team is static.
And
they have not really. They are static. They are not moving at all. You cannot do that against a mobile, a fluent, well-oiled team like Spain. They are moving very fast and very well. Now getting to the final, their confidence will be at its peak. They know they have reached where they want to reach, and now they go all out and take it.
Yeah.
So I think.
Yeah. You're right. He made mention of Morata being injured, but then you brought in
Ferran Torres.
and it's a very good. If you look at how he used to play with Daniel Olmo, and,
yes.
Yeah, you know, and Yamal.
Yamal.
It's the same thing as he playing with Fernando
Torres.
Morata
Yes.
that's injured.
So
It will be like if you want to study Morata, that's why you have another headache of studying
Ferran Torres.
Ferran Torres.
And Morata's injury is a 50-50 thing.
Yeah.
He didn't really get it on the pitch of play. It was during the celebrations that a security man stepped on his toes. Yes. Mistakenly.
Yeah.
So they are hoping that before
Then
that day
featured.
he'll be okay. He can use they will use painkillers and he'll play the game.
Yeah, we'll quickly look at the Spain versus England football rivalry history.
Okay.
Let's go through that. Some important keys we need to be highlighted.
Okay.
Like the two teams, they have faced each other 27 times.
Yes.
Which England win 13 matches and Spain win 10 and
Okay.
drew 4. The second one is the first meeting was in 1929, which England won 4 against 3. 4 to 3, sorry. Spanish biggest win was a 6-win thrashing of England. That was in 2008. While England's biggest win was a 4-1 victory in 1960. The two teams have met in several high-stakes matches, including 1968 European Champions semi-finals, which England won 2-1, and the 2012 European Champion quarterfinals, which Spain won 4-2 in penalties. So looking at this history, he was saying, don't write off England.
You know,
Yes, the head-to-head is tight.
It's tight, but then significantly it favors England.
Yes.
So that is why I'm saying, okay, we should be very careful, and then Spain should be very careful, rather, because
Actually,
all the prediction is favoring Spain because of their outing.
Yes.
But
they have played without fear.
Yeah, but they shouldn't be carried away with their prediction and then their performances. Anything can happen. If you look at how Portugal play in the other Euro nation, how they qualify as best losers, and then that's how they manage to get. It's the same thing. This is how they play, like England is playing. So at the end of the day, the shock was it the France, where the Mbappe was. If you see them, you see fire, the football fire, and at the end of the day,
they lost.
They lost. So what I'm seeing here and perceiving here, the prediction and everything, all the stories, the performances, Spain should not be carried away with that performances, because anything will happen. And then at the end of the day, England will leave the trophy.
You know, on paper, everybody will go now for Spain to win. I hope Spain
that's because of what they have shown. That's because of what they have shown in this tournament.
Yeah.
Because going all out, can this English team beat Germany? This current English team, if they had met Germany, would they have been able to beat Germany?
But football doesn't have a formula of play that you feel.
Would they have been able to beat
in our last outing here, I think when we were predicting between Italy and Swiss, was it Switzerland? Switzerland. I think you came out with a prediction that at least four something against Switzerland. But I say, well, I always get it wrong about
predictions.
Okay. Where at the end of the day, Switzerland trashed Italy 2-0, only applied 2 goals.
Yes.
So I said, oh, that is what I was saying, that Italy should be very careful despite having stars like Samaka and Califori and the rest of them. And then it happened. So
what's the prediction?
To me,
you said you gave it to Spain.
I gave it to Spain, and I'm still giving it to them because
to me,
this English team is not moving at all. I don't understand what they are playing.
To me, I'm not predicting, but I'm advising that Spain should be very careful. Otherwise, anything can happen, and then it will be in the history of football. At the end of the day,
we'll be there together.
Somebody must win.
Somebody must win.
Somebody must win.
Okay, and now we'll go straight to the Copa America.
Yeah.
The road to finals. The video will be played. Yeah, Copa America is the same day that's going to end, but the time different. The match will be played around 1 a.m. in the morning. Argentina vs Colombia. Every day we play, we'll see how they all manage to reach the final stage. Looking at the countries, Argentina and Colombia, Argentina, I think they have more upper hand, but my colleague Ben always say there's no underdog. He has never accepted the underdog, so we never we will not write Colombia off. Mr. Harris, between these two people, who's going to carry the day, the Copa America?
Easily, Argentina.
Because of Messi.
Not because of
No,
Messi.
not because of Messi. I really.
Not because of Messi. I think Argentina are already preparing for Messi's retirement. If you see the way
Yeah.
they are bringing up other players now,
Mm.
very soon Messi will leave that national team, and Lautaro Martinez will take over as the star of that team.
Colombia will have James Rodriguez is there, and Diaz.
James Rodriguez,
Okay.
who has gone so quiet for over how many seasons? Have you heard about him again?
Oh, but he's playing now.
He's playing, but just because I think these countries like Colombia don't always produce stars
Yeah.
year in year out the way Brazil, Argentina produce.
Yeah.
Year in year out, they produce stars.
Yeah.
Rodriguez being in Argentina, he wouldn't make that team. He wouldn't make that team because
Talking about Luis Diaz from Liverpool.
Luis Diaz is
Yes.
just coming up.
He's a good
He's
player.
just coming up. He's just a new star. Let's put it that way. Yeah, has he played a major tournament for Colombia? He has not. He has not played a major tournament for Colombia.
From
But looking at this group C of that Colombia, it's Brazil, Costa Rica, Paraguay. They are really strong.
Brazil, the strongest opponent there were Brazil. But Brazil right now, what happens to Brazil is, if you look at the way Brazil operates, they always break down after some years.
Yeah.
Then they regroup again gradually, quietly. What Brazil are doing, that team they are building now will click maybe in the next 5 years.
Yeah.
They will click after 5 years because they just laid off the likes of Thiago Silva.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just made away with that squad.
Yeah.
Willian and all of that. They're now bringing up new players
Yeah.
that will click after some time.
Yeah. They need more time. Just
Yes.
little time. They
Yeah,
will
but
blend.
this Argentina versus Colombia, I think I have to agree with you that it's going to be
A one-sided
a
affair.
one-sided affair, yeah.
Argentina will just take the day because they
Um,
have the experience.
Um.
The World Cup team is intact.
Mr.
The
Ben-
experience is still intact. The World Cup experience is
Mr. Ben wants
intact.
to counter
You know,
this,
I always go with the down team. Let me say what I'm saying. The down team is that when it comes to prediction, my money always go with the down team because all the prediction, as you the minnows, as you earlier said, everybody is predicting on
Yes.
papers and social media and other. They say everybody's with Argentina. Like people stood with Italy, but at the end of the day, they were swallowed by the Switzerland. So if you look at the performances of Colombia also in this Copa America, I want to also advise, just like the case of Spain and England, they shouldn't be shocked if anything happened because
It's
I
football.
think these predictions are reaching them, so they shouldn't be carried away. Yes, you made mention of the big stars. They have their Loretta Martinez and the rest of
Enzo Fernandez.
and then Messi is preparing to age out of the team, and then he's considering. He's considering. Anyway, but we don't know yet, but then he's considering. And as you earlier said, I think the Argentines are preparing his retirement.
Yes.
To end in a style. And Colombia also trying to, when you made mention of Luis Diaz, he has not done very well. I think this is his biggest tournament with Argentina, Colombia,
yes.
and then reaching at this level. So they are very hungry. So it's going to be something else. But then, they have a lot of quality players in that's Argentina. But then they should not be carried away. They should not be carried away because this team that people do consider as underdogs, their own is to study, to make sure how they can stop
And
the big teams and
people,
then prove people wrong.
doubt us wrong, yes.
So before you know, maybe Colombia will score.
Might just shock.
Before Argentina will be coming behind.
Yes.
And then that will become a story.
Yes. That's true, Sha. But
Yeah.
I go with Argentina.
Argentina.
If you are to put your money, I don't think you put your money on Colombia beating Argentina in this very final, because Argentina will be pumped up. They'll be pumped up.
Okay, on that note, we have come to the end of the program. But before we go, I think we should have one advice. Or what is your prediction for our women, or what prayers, or what are you telling people out there for prayer? I mean, our female team, the Super Falcons, wishing them successful.
Are you asking me or Mr. Ben? Are you asking me or Mr. Ben?
Because what I'm saying is
because I am very blunt. I take things the way they are.
Yeah.
Sometimes not because I want to be sarcastic, but because of the way somebody or people do things, then I go with that. You cannot sow yam and expect to reap rice.
Yeah.
You reap what you sow. Did you hear, or have you in recent times heard the Western countries or European countries having the issues we have in our football house or houses? Issues of non-payment of bonuses, collecting of bribe before featuring players for their national team, and then inviting players whom are connected to one person in the FA. They invite players based on merit. How do they do these things? Why don't we copy these things? Then you go for a tournament that you ask me now to be patriotic and wish that team well or to predict. You have already dug your grave. You have already dug your grave. The house is not in order.
the house is not in
It's not in order.
Well, to me, if you look at the female history, as far as football is concerned, they have not been doing well in Olympics.
They won only one match.
But this time around, I just pray that the story should be different, so that we can build from there. And then.
But this is the time they have caused more rancor. They have caused more trouble this time, because the players they invited are against most of the players that were dropped are wishing this one's bad. That's the truth. Because most of the players that were not invited feel very bad. We feel very bad.
Yeah, because of the
Onoma Ebi was not happy.
Yeah.
She spoke lengthy. She said, Nigeria does not value their heroes.
Yeah.
She made an example of Mata of Brazil being taken to the Olympics as an honor.
Yeah.
Why can't they honor her?
Yeah, but we pray that their outing should be very
I wish
great.
them what they wish themselves.
As we also wish Finidi George a soft road to take Rivers United back to the continental tournament. Thank you very much for being here with me, and we'll be here again on Monday, same time, 10th station, and I still remain your presenter, Frank Onubanyajo, Mr. Ben and Mr. Harris. You guys are welcome.
Yeah, thanks very much.
Thank you.
Do have a lovely weekend. We'll be back here on Monday, and bye for now.
Yeah.